Hello Aquarius, welcome to this space, welcome to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Gennaro, aka BhodiBoy G, and my channel is WoW Oracle. Well, Aquarius, I'm here today to connect with you, to do your energy reading for the week of June 7th through June 13th. So, let's go ahead and get right into it, and I'll explain the reading as we go along. So first and foremost, we're going to be doing today, Aquarius, is we're going to be tapping into Archangel Metatron's energy. What I have here is the Archangel Metatron Self-Mastery Oracle deck. It is a very spiritual deck that will give me a little bit of insight to what's going on in your life for June 7th through June 13th, what you're kind of dealing with, what needs to be brought to your attention. Okay, so give me one moment to go ahead and tap into that energy, and we'll pull your card and get your insight for the week. Okay, so Archangel Metatron, what messages do you have for Aquarius? Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the week of June 7th through June 13th. What messages do you have for Aquarius? Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the week of June 7th through June 13th. Okay, Aquas, so the card that's coming out for you this week and this message that Spirit wants to share with you is Akashic Records, Evaluation and Review. Interesting. Aries got the same card as this. And it was about them tapping into the way, places they've been, places they've gone, and bringing about gifts that they've had in the past and bringing them back into fruition now so they can use them in their everyday life. So that could be kind of the same feeling for you here. But what I feel with this Akashic Records is that this week you are being given entrance into those records, so you can understand the pains of this life and why you go through the things you go through in this life. Because maybe they are contracts from previous lives. Maybe they are contracts from previous incarnations that you didn't realize. It's almost like you gave of a certain thing in a life and previous to this one, and that's why you're now experiencing something now. And it's like you're gaining that insight necessary this week to understand why things are happening. Why, certain things have gone on in your life. And why you've received certain blessings, and why also there were some shortcomings. Okay? So now what I'd like to do, Aquarius, is I'd like to go ahead and read what the book says about this card. Amanda Ellis did a great job at channeling Archangel Metatron's messages for each and every one of them. So give me one moment while I look that up. Okay. It says, Akashic Records, Evaluation and Review. All you have done, been, seen, or experienced is recorded in the Hall of Akashic Records. These sacred texts are guarded and safely locked away. Only Metatron has keys to this complete library of your soul's imprint through all eternity. All the times you have wronged someone, and all the times you have loved. All the words spoken in hatred, and all the words of forgiveness. Deeds where you acted in your own interests, and times you served the collective good. Lifetimes when you struggled, and lifetimes when you enjoyed life's riches. You have sacrificed your life for another, and you have taken a life. You have shone your light brightly, and you have had times where you extinguished light. You have lived as a male, female, black and white, a short life and a long life, a life with disability, and a life in complete health. You have been good, bad, and everything in between. Metatron knows the scorecard, knows what you still need to work on, as well as the unique gifts that only you have to shine in this lifetime and bring all that experience back. No one is born without gifts or challenges to experience. You are asked now to look at any repetitive pattern, thought, or situation that keeps reoccurring in this life and ask whether it has roots in other lives. The one relationship you struggle with, the addiction you just can't kick, or the same mistakes you made over and over again. Metatron opens your book at the page you need to see right now. What is it that you need to work on, let go of, forgive, or heal? Alternatively, you may be shown a great attribute or quality that only you have, reminded of wisdom buried within you, wanting to be expressed and highlighted again in this incarnation. Know that all is fair when looked at from an eternal perspective and entwined with law of karma. The book's pages also reveal that you can ask for dispensation from old karmic ties and struggles, if you have truly worked through the lessons and gifts that were within it. Ultimately, God or Source is the one that knows whether we have balanced our books, or if our presence within this great galaxy has been beneficial and well spent, or when more time still needs to be integrated and shown. It may also be that you are shown the Akashic Records here because someone or something irritates and angers or upsets you. You are reminded that what you judge may well have been what you have been or done in another lifetime. So try to be compassionate with others who may be younger souls or simply may be completing the wheel of life and all its experiences, lessons, and blessings in a different order than you. For now, meditate to connect to Metatron and see the huge symphony of your life set against many others. All you have been and all you will be. So yes, Aquarius, I feel like this week you are gaining a lot of spiritual insight into the path that lies ahead of you in your life. Understanding now where you have been, where you're going, and what you've done, because it has ties and roots back to old lives and old experiences. So this week I just see that you're gaining a lot of spiritual insight to know these things and why these things have happened. So then you can better understand the path that you are on. Also this week, if there's another person on a spiritual path, know that it is you on your spiritual path. So if they are at a different place that is not the same as yours, don't judge them for where they are, because you were also there at one time. Okay? So now we're going to go ahead and move forward into the energy part of your reading. So for that, we'll use the tarot. And we're going to look at the energies to help keep you grounded, the energies to help you be more open, the positive energies coming in for you this week, as well as the negative energies coming your way. We'll look at how to best invite in those positive energies, as well as how the negative energies could affect you and things of that like. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So first and foremost, Aquarius, we're going to look at the energies to help keep you grounded this week, as well as the energies to help you be more open. So Spirit, what energies are going to help to keep my Aquas grounded this week? And what energies are going to help them to be more open? Okay, Aquas, so we have the Four of Cups and the Eight of Swords. Exactly, look at, so this card was talking about meditate. Meditate on your life and where you're at. Meditate on where you've been and where you're going. And look at right here, coming out in the energy to keep you grounded, we have the meditation card, the Four of Cups. Spending time in constant contemplation with Spirit, asking them to show you where it is you've gone, where it is you've been, and where it is you're going. Because I feel like there's a lot of past life energy here. There's a lot of past life energy that is kind of, making the ball turn in your life now. And it could be very beneficial for you to gain some insight. Gain some wisdom and some knowledge of your past lives so that you can see where you are now and why it is you're going through what it is you're going through, whether it be a hard time or it be a blessing. Understanding that it's because of something you've done before. That's why you're receiving that now. So this week, spend some time in meditation so you can feel grounded in your life, so you can be open to the energy that's trying to come in from Spirit, trying to help you understand your life more. So definitely come from that place of a strong foundation in meditation. Okay? Now, as far as the energies to help you be more open, we do have this Eight of Swords. This is about you knowing that you're not restricted in life. That you can do what it is you want to do. That you don't have to feel like things hold you back. It could also be that you have been restricting yourself from something, feeling like you couldn't move forward. But it's time for you to release that. It's time for you to release that and understand that you can do whatever you want to do, like I just said. That it is time for you to release those restrictions that you have put upon yourself. Those self-imposed restrictions. Isolating yourself, keeping you from being open to new perspectives. Because I see that it's time for you to be open to new perspectives. It's time for you to see things differently. Challenge your perception. Challenge the way you see things and understand that everything is connected and everything happens for a reason. So if there's something you want to do this week, take off the chains, take off the ties, and see that a path lies ahead of you. And that everything is connected so that you can move forward. So be open to new perspectives this week, and you will be open to the energy coming from your Akashic Records, understanding where you are. Okay, Aquarius? So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to move forward. And we are going to look at the positive energies coming in for you this week, as well as the negative energies coming your way, because we do live in a world of polarity. So we have to look at both sides of the spectrum to understand how to best make our way through our weeks, giving all the energies coming our way. Okay? So Spirit, what are the positive energies coming in for my Aquas this week? Oop. And what negative energies are coming their way? Alright, Aqua, so we do have the Page of Swords. And we have the Ten of Wands. Okay, so this week, I see this week that you're going to finally be curious. Curious to want to know more about what has happened in past lives. Curious to want to see, to want to understand where you are. And that can be very positive because I see that's going to heal you on many levels. Heal you more into understanding who you are, where you've been, and where you're going. You know, it's like you're going to have that energy within, that passion, that movement to want to finally figure out what has been going on in your soul's contracts. It also could be that energetically you're ready to work through karma, ready to release the lessons because you've learned them and you've learned the gifts within them and you're ready to now dissipate those things in your life. You're ready to cut through the karma so that a new experience can come your way. Because I feel like you've done the work. I feel like you've really done the work. This is also you standing up to your own life because this is air energy. So this is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. It could also be that there's a Libra or a Gemini or another Aquarius in your space that's coming in and helping you kind of see, opening your eyes. They could be a spiritual teacher. But what I see here is that if you can take the time in meditation this week, you're going to receive a lot of information about your life. And it's going to give you the energy to move forward. It's going to give you the energy to really create some action in your life. And that's going to be very positive for you, Aquarius. Now, as far as the negative energies coming in for you this week, we do have the Ten of Wands. So I feel like you have a lot of responsibilities on your back right now. I feel like you're handling a lot of things, doing a lot of things, being a lot of things for other people around you. It could be that this week you are taking on a bit too much. And there's a necessity for you to kind of release a little bit. Because, you know, we don't always have to work so hard in life. Things can be easy, but we have to see what's ours and what's not ours. And I see that this week, for some reason, you're kind of taking on more burdens that don't belong to you. You're taking on the responsibilities of others. Trying to be too many people. Trying to be too much for too many. Do you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? So ask yourself this week, Aquarius, where is it that I'm giving too much of myself? Where is it that I'm restricting myself from moving forward? Why is it that I'm taking on too much? And what belongs to me and what doesn't belong to me? Because I feel when you ask that question, you're going to be given answers from your Akashic Records about what's going on in your life right now and why it is you're doing these things. Why it is you're spreading yourself too thin. Because maybe in a past life, you expected too much from another. And now, because of that, a lot of people are expecting a lot of things from you. So be open to seeing that. Be open to understanding that. Because then I feel like once you see that, then you'll be able to release that past life regression, release that karmic contract, and then you'll be able to release some of the burden that you've taken on. Because like I said, I see that you're taking on a bit too much. Just a bit too much. Okay? So now we're going to go ahead, Aquarius, and we're going to move forward. And we're going to look at how to best invite in the positive energies, as well as how the negative energies could affect you. Alright, Spirit. So how can my Aquas best invite in the positive energies? And how might the negative energies affect them? Okay, so we have the Death card. And we have the King of Cups. So there's a lot of Scorpio energy here. There's a lot of Scorpio energy. It could be very beneficial for you to watch the Scorpio reading for this week. It could kind of give you some insight into your life as well. But yeah, a lot of Scorpionic energy here, okay? A lot of diving deep. And that could be what's happening here, is that you're needing to really dive deep in your life. Dive deep spiritually. Dive deep into what's happening around you so that you can get a better, clearer picture of your life. Well, let's go ahead and dive into each one of these cards. Dive. How funny. Using that word again. But let's go ahead and see what each of these cards is kind of trying to explain for your week, okay? So as far as how to best invite the positive energies in, we do have the Death card. So it could be there's a Scorpio. There's a Scorpio around you that is a spiritually inclined person who can kind of help you to understand what karma means, what past life regression is, what soul contracts are. It could also be that this person is able to tap into your Akashic records with you. Maybe they were part of your lifetime in the past and they have some insight and some knowledge for you. So if you have a Scorpio in your space, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to be curious about what they may know, and what insight they might hold, because they may have more information than you think they do. So it could be very beneficial at this time for you to kind of ask. Don't be afraid to ask, because I see that this Scorpio can help you. Now, if it isn't that you have a Scorpio in your area or in your space that you can call upon, if this is just you, this is about you making the transition, making the choice to have new beginnings in your life, to create action in your life. It's about creating that change, transforming from one way of being to a new way of being. It's about you no longer being resistant to change, but moving towards your best life, moving on, seeing the beauty in life, understanding why things happen the way they happen, understanding why you go through the things that you go through. And I see that this week, if you can transition into understanding your Akashic records more, you're going to get some beautiful insight into exactly why life is happening the way it's happening for you right now. Now, as far as how the negative energies could affect you, we do have this King of Cups. So it could be a Scorpio as well. There could be another Scorpio that kind of is not really being open like they should be with you. It could also be that they are kind of putting a lot on your shoulders. It could just be some water energy though, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Because I'm not really feeling strong Scorpio here. I may be feeling like strong Cancer. It could be that you have a Cancer around you, or you have some Cancer energy in your chart. It could be beneficial for you to find out where that's at, so that you can maybe see why it is that you tend to spread yourself too thin, that you tend to take on too much. You restrict yourself because you feel like you owe it to other people. You feel like you owe. Okay. So, Aquarius, why is it that you feel you owe other people? Because I don't see here that you actually do. I see here that you feel like you do, so then you do. You take on too much. You take on the burdens and the responsibilities of others because you feel like you owe it to them. But I need you to understand that you don't owe anybody anything. I mean, yes, if you do actually owe somebody something, like a favor for a favor, eye for an eye, then that's understandable. But if you're doing something because you feel like you owe them and you don't really owe them, you need to be careful with that because you're taking on too much. You're taking on too much. Now also, what I feel too with this King of Cups energy is that there's a little bit of an emotional manipulation happening here. It could be that there is someone in your space. They could be water energy. But it could just be that there's someone in your area who is manipulating you emotionally. Kind of being a little moody and putting too much pressure on you to do something for them. Like I said, it could be that in a past life you did this to someone else, so now it's showing back up for you. And it's a lesson that needs to be learned. But you need to open your eyes so you can see that lesson. And see why it's happening at this time. Okay? Now let's go ahead and move on. And we're going to look at the benefits of the positive energies coming in for you this week. As well as how to best overcome the negative challenges. Alright, Spirit. So what is the benefits of the positive energies coming in for my Aquas this week? And how can they best overcome the negative challenges? Alright, so we do have the Fool card and Judgment. Wow, 2 major arcanas coming out in the ending of this reading. Interesting. Interesting. So there are a lot of things happening here. A lot of big changes are happening in your life. A lot of big things. Because, major arcana is about, big blips on the timeline. Not blips, but you know what I'm saying. Big instances on our timeline of life. Okay? The minor arcana is like the small things we go through every day, and the major arcana is like the big things that are happening, okay? So, and you do have quite a bit of Major Arcana here. We have 3 Major Arcana cards. Okay, well, let's go ahead and look at each of these cards. So as far as the benefits of the positive energies, we have the Fool card. This is a new path, a new way, a new spiritual insight, allowing you to see what it is you've done, what it is you've gone through, who it is you were, so that you can now see how to best move forward. I feel that, you know, there are a lot of beginnings right now in your life, a lot of new energies. But you have to release yourself from restrictions so that you can be that free spirit, so that you can take those leaps of faith. I could see very well, too, that, you know, if you don't have someone in your life that can help you with this, it could be suitable for you. An Akashic Records reading could be suitable for you. It could be that you need to reach out to someone who is well-versed in the Akashic Records so they can help you to see what went on in your past lives. Because I see here that there's something holding you. Something is holding you back from moving forward. And I truly feel like it's something that happened in a past life. It's not from this incarnation. It's something that happened before. Some sort of restriction or boundaries you put on yourself before. And it's stopping you from moving forward now. So yes, it could be very beneficial for you to reach out to getting a suitable teacher or guru or counselor that kind of knows in the ways of the Akashic Records, so they can kind of help you. They can kind of help you to see what's going on in your life. But I see here that this week, a lot of things are changing for you. And there's going to be a lot of beautiful beginnings. But you have to be that free spirit, open to those beginnings, open to taking that leap of faith. It could be that new love is coming for you. But I just see that you're feeling open, feeling free once again. Feeling really good about your life. Realizing that you don't have to take on too much, but you can lighten your load. Lighten your load, because, you know, here we have a lot of things on your back. A lot of worries, a lot of concerns, a lot of responsibilities, a lot of burdens. And this is about lightening your load. Releasing and only taking what you need. Not doing too much, but only what you need to do. You see what I'm saying? So release some burdens that you have this week. Release some fears, release some anxieties. And if you've been taking on too much, release some of that. Know that it is not your responsibility. Okay? Now, as far as how to best overcome the negative challenges, we do have the Judgment card here, okay? So I feel that you are receiving a lot of insight from your higher self. You're feeling this inner calling. And it's time for you to have a rebirth. It's time for you to have a rebirth. It could be a little bit of absolution here. So maybe you're finally doing the work. That's what it is. You're finally doing the work. You're understanding why things are happening in your life. And you're being able to move forward. And you're absolving those issues. You're releasing those contracts. It's like you're standing up to your life and saying, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to do what I need to do. I'm ready to understand why things are happening in my life. And I'm ready to self-examine, to see why I am the way I am and why I do the things the way I do them. Because I see like it's almost like you're deciding to, take judgment upon your own life so that you could change what needs to change and you can have a rebirth. And you can have a rebirth. Moving towards a new path. Releasing self-restrictions. Releasing burdens. And being curious on how you can make a transition. It could also be that when you meditate, you're going to be getting insight straight from Spirit, straight to you. So be open to that. Be open to that this week, okay? Now let's go ahead and pull one more tarot card for you as an overall impact from the energies positive and negative. So Spirit, what is the overall impact from the positive energies and negative energies for the week? For my Aquarius, Sun, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. For the week of June 7th through June 13th. Look at that. So we have the Chariot. Moving forward. Going forward in life. having courage, determination, self-confidence, inner confidence, self-esteem, to really understand your life and understand how you need to move forward, creating action, no longer being delayed by self-restrictions, no longer being bogged down by too much energy and too much burdens, but really lightening the load and moving towards your best life. Having that victory, asserting your inner willpower, and being determined to take back control, of yourself and your situation. What a beautiful reading, Aquarius. What a beautiful reading. I just see that a lot of things are finally happening for you. A lot of beautiful things are happening for you. You're finally realizing what's yours and what's not. What is the responsibility of your own and what is the responsibility of another? And you're making that transition and you're seeing how to move forward in life. Going on your own journey. Discovering yourself. Discovering who you are. Wow. Okay. Well, Aquarius, now what I want to do is I want to use the Divine Directions by Jade-Sky to get 3 more guidance cards for your week. So give me a moment while I tap into that energy. Okay, Spirit, what messages do you have for Aquarius? Aquarius, Sun, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the week of June 7th through June 13th. What messages of guidance do you have for my Aquarius? Aquarius, Sun, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the week of June 7th through June 13th. Alright, Aquarius, so the first guidance card to come out for you is Focus. You're in need of clear direction. Decide what you want in life. Wow. I mean, that's so synchronistic to this reading because this is about you deciding where it is you want to go, deciding what it is you want to do, and releasing what's no longer serving you, and having that clear direction in your life. It's almost like once you get some insight into your Akashic Records, you're going to know clearly where you're going and what you're doing, understanding your purpose and your meaning in this incarnation. So focus in on that this week. Focus in on your goals and your dreams, and really go after them. Now the second card to come out for you is Proud. Proud of who you are, proud of where you've been, and proud of where you're going. So there's a sense of beauty here and love coming from you to yourself, from your guides to you, from Spirit to you, saying they're proud of all the work you're doing, proud of where you're at, proud that you are deciding to do the work. So have that sense of pride within yourself and be proud of where you're going, because I see you're going places, Aquarius. You're going big places. Okay? So now your third card to come out is Birth. Ha! This is the time of new beginnings. Embrace a new life with open arms. Look at, we have new beginnings, we have rebirth, we have transitions, change. Dang, like I said, a lot of big things are happening for you this week, Aquarius. A lot of big things, a lot of new beginnings. So it's time to be open to those new beginnings and accept them with open arms. Being willing to really embrace something new. Embrace a new life. Embrace a new way of being. And really embrace that beautiful sense of self that you really are, Aquarius. That beautiful person knowing that you know, therefore you defy. It's like even when things have held you back in the past, you're saying, no more, no more. I will defy the odds and I will make something of myself despite those odds. Wow, Aquarius. What a beautiful reading. Well, those are your messages for this week. I hope they resonated with you. If they did, please comment below. Let me know how. I hope you were able to take something from this. It's going to help you to move forward. Also, if you're new to my channel, please click like, subscribe, and hit that bell if you want to be notified to my future content. And share this video with anybody you feel needs to hear it. Okay? Well, this is Gennaro, aka BhodiBoy G, signing off from my channel, Wow Oracle, saying thank you, Aquas. Thank you for being with me in this space. Thank you for being open to the messages from Spirit. Thank you for being willing to step up to your life. I also want to say thank you because this is a very beautiful experience for me as well. I really love being able to share with you. I love being able to help anybody out there who needs it. That's what I'm here for. I am a vessel for Spirit to bring about love and light, prosperity, health, and wealth. Okay? Well, much love from me to you, Aquas. I'll see you guys next week. Namaste.